Dude, does anybody else out there just have like a really soft spot, man, for the campaign farmable rares that got your account up and running? Dude, look at these guys, man. Let me pull them out the vault. Ah, Valerie. Good old Valerie. Alright, Valerie. We've got Valerie, man, who was once upon a time part of my Infinity Wixwell Demon Lord Clan Boss team until I found a better champion that brings an increased duration of buffs effect on a 3-turn cooldown, you know? Got great use out of this champion, man. Spirit Horse as well, I also took it to level 50 way back in the day. I've even left it in the original gear that I had her equipped in, including some flat HP speed boots. Oh my god, dude. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm just leaving her untouched in the vault as like a time capsule champion, you know what I'm saying? But there is one of these campaign farmable rare champions that I still actually do genuinely use to this day in certain areas of the game, at least in wave content. And that champion is none other than Diabolist, who, yes, I recently took up to level 60 just for this video, which is necessary because we're going to be building her out in the Nuke Diabolist build a little bit later on and seeing just how hard she can hit in arena, and that's going to be hilarious, so stick around for that. And let's decide once and for all if Diabolist is busted or bad as a campaign farmable rare champion, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. If you're looking to create a new raid account, make sure to get that done right now by clicking on the beginner promo link that's down below this video, and using that link to create a new raid account, I will get you all the free stuff that you see on screen right now. So best gosh damn, beginner promo link going, and it's a great time to create a new raid account. Well, Mikey is the free login reward legendary champion, so make sure to get that done and create a new free-to-play adventure, or send that link to a friend before October 30th, and the Michelangelo chase is no longer a thing. Now, Diabolist is like the definition of a very, very average rare champion. Let's get that out of the way, right? What she does bring is an increased speed buff and a 3-turn cooldown on the A2, which is bloody good for a rare champion, by the way. Like, I feel like the only rare champion that's actually better than Diabolist is an increased speed buffer. You talk about rares here only, is of course going to be Apothecary, but you have to be kind of lucky to pull into Apothecary on your account, right? You got to find him in like a mystery shard or an ancient pull or something. Whereas Diabolist, you're going to get to buck Diabolist completely for free because you're farming so many copies of her from campaign level 12, right? She also brings in A3, which is fine. 4-turn cooldown, fill the turn meter of all allies by 15%, and decrease enemy turn meter by 15% as well. Now, the main issue that Diabolist has against the likes of an Apothecary is that Apothecary brings a triple hit to A1. She can't really compete with that. This alone, as well as, of course, Apothecary also brings a bit of turn meter boost with his increased speed buff, so having that wrapped up in the same skill is very, very valuable. Also, but the triple hit A1 makes Apothecary a great champion to bring into Fire Knight early on your account as well, and so Apothecary's got a lot of advantages, right? I'm not saying Diabolist is better than Apothecary, but she is more accessible, and that counts for something, especially when moving on into the Demon Spawn faction. If you take a look at basically all of the champions actually from the Demon Spawn faction, all of the rare champions, and all of the epic champions in the Demon Spawn faction, Diabolist is the only one that brings an increased speed buff 30% version. There are 0 increased speed buffer champions in the Demon Spawn faction of epic quality. Until you get something like a bloody Praver the Slitherer and you pull into a legendary champion that brings an increased speed buff in your Demon Spawn faction, Diabolist is the only option you've got, which is bloody insane. That's crazy as hell. It means that you can very, very comfortably take a Diabolist up to level 50 on your account and just get her in decently fast gear, speed gear, maybe some accuracy gear in the early game. Build her out at level 50, get her to be reasonably tanky, reasonably fast, and get good use out of a Diabolist in Faction Wars for a long time until you eventually find a replacement option, a legendary that's bringing increased speed. However, therein lies the main issue with Diabolist's kit. Normally in these Busted or Bad episodes, I dip into something like, ooh, this champion could be pretty good into Fire Knight's Castle because they bring increased speed, but why would you ever bring a Diabolist into Fire Knight's Castle instead of a High Katoon free 30-day login reward legendary champion? The High Katoons could be better every time because of the speed aura, because of her ability to play decrease speed on her A1. The Diabolist never makes sense in Fire Knights. Well, what about Dragon? She's fine, but she's never going to be as good again as a High Katoon. Same story into Ice Golem, same story into Spider's Den, and so depressingly, very, very quickly you realize with a Diabolist is that the only... Ooh, I've got a Legendary Tome here, we should look at that. The only area of the game where she's actually going to get decent medium-term value is going to be as a speed booster in wave content. And so then the question becomes, how are you going to get more mileage out of your Diabolist as time goes on in wave content? Well, you could try her in a stunt. This is like the best little combo that I can think of to get more value out of a Diabolist. Over time, put her in an impulse set, which is like a speed set that you get from Live Arena, but also gives you a 12% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown by 1 turn. So, you know, you get around again to using a A2 a bit more often and the A3 a bit more often, and then tossing her in a stun set as well, so that, you know, whenever she gets off the A2, she attacks all enemies, she has a chance to place that stun. This way, at least, you can get pretty good use out of a Diabolist into things like higher level cursed city rooms and stuff like that, and you know, where it's going to take you a little bit longer to sort of get things did, she could do a little bit of a job at the very least. And by a little bit of a job, I mean, I don't know, dude, she provides a little bit of like 10-meter control support and that kind of thing, just slowing the fight up and getting your team firing a little bit faster while also landing the occasional stun. She's in fine territory, okay? She's fine. She's fine. As she swings on in, actually lands a couple of stuns right there with the A2, as you can well see. And so after seeing this, I'm already prepared to render my judgment on Diabolist. Can do something a little bit unusual in this video, because there's nowhere else to show her off. Diabolist, is she busted or bad? Well, she's bad. She's bad, but she's worth building for almost everybody. She's in this strange kind of limbo, right, of being a good enough champion in that she's the only budget option champion that the entire Demon Spawn faction has that brings an increased speed buff. And that's really, really good, and yet she's still kind of bad at the same time. Does that make sense to you people? It's kind of strange, I'll admit. And she's certainly not a champion that's worth building all the way up to level 60 or to be committing your best gear to, right? This was just me kind of monging around a little bit with this build, which, unlike this new Kabbalist build, which is definitely gonna, I mean, this is gonna take off. This is going to be the new meta right here. She's worth taking up to level 50, no higher than that, and she's definitely not worth building like this. Get this goddamn Malefic Talon on the Diabolist, man. Building like this, man, with just the sauciest stat you've ever seen. 358% crit damage on a Diabolist. She's got a 3.1 attack multiplier on her A2, which is just absolutely below average. Let's see what she could do in the best possible Nuka gear I can get her in, at least on my account. Look at this ring, by the way. Oh! For somebody who doesn't really have almost any merciless accessories at all going on my account, I'm very, very happy with the rolls on this one. Let's take her into arena, man, because, you know, that's what we do. Well, this better be bloody good, or this is going to be a short video, man. It's going to be a short video anyway. We've got the increased attack from the Estrid. We've got the gosh darn weaken debuff and the decreased defense debuff coming in from the Lids, man. And then we've got the increased crit damage buff coming in from Archmage Helmet. The stage is set, okay? It's now up to good old, what's her face? I forgot her name. Diabolist. To take care of business, man. She's very, very slow compared to this team, so let's go ahead and just debuff these guys up a little bit, man. Get that decreased defense up as well. Archmage comes on in with the increased crit damage buff, and Diabolist, the stage is yours. Is Nuka Diabolist worth building? Let's find out, shall we? I mean, it wasn't disappointing, you know? It was like it wasn't quite a butterfly's fart. But it wasn't exactly Hurricane Katrina. But it wasn't exactly Ragnarok either. Let's do it again, man. Just so we can be sure, you know what I'm saying? Oh! Oh! My Diabolist! Hendig, how could you? Okay, just run! Oh, damn, man. Those guys were quite fast. Alright, man, let's try it again. Increase crit rate, increase crit damage buff comes on in. Diabolist, clap some cheeks, darling. It's what you were born to do. Up. Alley-oop. You know, I mean, it was actually more impressive than last time, man. That was quite good. That was quite good. Well done, Diabolist. We can give a little pat on the head there, man, with the mouse cursor. And that's quite enough of that, man. You can consider me satiated at this point. Let's go ahead and get this relic off the Diabolist. Yes, I'm wasting my... Dude, my Chimera resources only ever go down on this account, man. It's because of just dumb videos like this, man. Oh, why do I do it to myself? Why? At least it doesn't cost silver to switch over gear sets anymore. Thank you, Plarium. Genuinely. God. This change is very, very important, man, for players like me. Oh god, the banner's still on her. Is Diabolist worth building in damage? F no, she isn't. Of course she isn't, man. Is Diabolist worth building? Yeah. Yeah. She's bad, but she's worth building. Extraordinary stuff. What do you guys think, man? If you guys built a Diabolist on your own accounts, do you follow the same line of thinking as me? Do you build her to level 50, use her at level 50, until you find a better increased speed champion option for your demon spawn? Or do you just food her every single time and don't even bother? You know what I'm saying? For me, I always build a Diabolist. Very, very seldom regret it. Thanks for watching this short episode of Busted or Bad Boys. Keep the champion suggestions coming, by the way, for this series. More accessible champions I like to cover on this list. And yeah, if you're looking to create a new raid account, make sure to get that done right now by clicking on the beginner promo link that is down below this video at the top of the description box to jumpstart your account with Basilius Uranus and a whole swath of free epic champions as you level up your account.